Korean black bean noodles with gochujang, roasted tofu, cucumbers, sesame seeds, and fresh udon noodles. Today we're making noodles in black bean sauce, and it all kicks off with our tofu. Just dice up your tofu however you like. We're doing just this really nice medium style dice. The glaze is super simple, and you could obviously adjust. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons gochujang. Gonna do roughly a tablespoon of sesame oil and a tablespoon rice wine vinegar. Emulsify the two. Now for the fun part, we're gonna add the tofu right into the bowl, and we're gonna take our time and make sure we gently toss the tofu in the glaze, trying not to break the tofu, but at the same time, evenly coating. Look at that beautiful color, it looks amazing. Now we're gonna take our time to gently place the tofu down in nice even rows. We wanna give tofu room to roast in the oven. If we just dump this whole bowl of tofu down, we'll just have like this clump, and all the marinade will be on the parchment. Tofu in the oven, 425. While the tofu's in the oven, we're gonna get started on our sauce. We're gonna start with mincing our garlic. Already trimmed off the little stem side. We're just gonna give a light smash and start our mincing. Garlic, nicely minced, not super fine, just right in the middle. Now we're gonna dice our onion. Next, we're gonna prep our green zucchini. We're gonna do a medium dice. We're gonna cut it into 3 strips. Cut that into 3. We have a nice dice. I love the green zucchini. They almost get a little bit like creamy in the sauce. The last ingredient for our sauce is our ginger. I'm just gonna hit that on our microplane grater. Pan on medium heat. We're gonna warm our sesame oil, 2 tablespoons, and we're gonna start with our onion. We're just looking for the onion to start sweating, releasing some of its natural liquids. Just going nice and easy. Smells amazing, the sesame, the onion. All right, next we're gonna add our garlic. The onions are about halfway. We're gonna continue to cook. In goes our ginger. Ginger's gonna make this whole sauce really pop. We're gonna start with about a half a teaspoon. We could always add, of course, a little bit more later in the dish if we need to. We'll have a good feel of the salt level once we get the roasted black bean paste going, the water and the sauce starts to simmer. All right, time for 2 heaping tablespoons roasted black bean paste, and we're gonna just start sauteing the roasted black bean paste. So we're gonna simmer this just until the zucchini start to become really tender and creamy. I don't wanna cook it so far that they completely break down. We wanna keep a little bit of texture. So rich, so absolutely full of umami, and the tofu is done. Look how beautiful it is, nicely roasted, a little bit of texture still, a little soft and creamy on the inside. Sauce I pulled off, have water on to cook our noodle, and now we're gonna get started on our cucumber. I'm just gonna cut them into fairly thin rounds, and then we're gonna cut the rounds into matchstick size. And the cucumber brings a real freshness and a bit of texture to this really rich and creamy dish. Our beautiful bundle fresh noodles. I'm just gonna gently start to separate it into the water. Cook, I think the package said 5 to 7 minutes. We're gonna start with placing our noodles on the plate. On top of the noodle goes our roasted black bean sauce. On top of the black bean sauce, we're gonna put our roasted tofu. Put a good amount of tofu on there. We're gonna place our cucumber on top of our tofu with just a little sprinkling of sesame seeds and salt right on top of our cucumber.